So my last video, I said I either like to wheelie or tear down a bike as soon as I get it. Well, this bike's got 3 miles on it. What's up everyone, I'm Tony Carbajal. Today we're out here for a first ride on the brand new Indian Scout Bobber. I've had this bike for a few weeks now and just have it sitting under wraps in the garage because I wasn't able to ride it until Indian released it. So here we are today giving it a first ride. So the goal for me today is 1, to get around this minivan, 2, to let you guys know a brief opinion of mine on this bike. If you guys came here looking for a big in-depth review, you definitely came to the wrong place. I think you guys should go check out Revzilla, maybe Hot Bike Magazine, Rider's Domain. Those guys get their hands on all the new bikes and they're the ones that can do a good comparison on a bike like this versus something similar to it. Those guys very recently had their hands on these bikes and they should have some reviews coming very soon for you guys. The Octane definitely had more power. It was a more performance-based model, super zippy, had a 4-inch bore in the motor. I think it had different cams, but for the most part I would actually have to say that the Indian has a lot of the things that I wanted out of the Octane. So one of those things being that they swept the controls back a bit and raised them up, so you definitely got a bit more lean angle on this bike and a bit more comfort. I'm a short guy, so I have a hard time with forward controls and bars that are far forward. I feel like I'm kind of folded in half. And this bike may not have the Octane motor in it, but it's still fast. It still gets up and goes, and it's still enough power to get you in trouble. Another thing that I'm really digging is the shortened fenders, and I know that completes this bobber look, but it was something that we always wanted on the Octane. It looks really good, it cuts weight, helps for the wheelies. I know these bikes aren't built for wheelies, but it definitely helps us with the wheelies. We don't have to scrape that fender before we actually want to. One of the things that doesn't really balance well now is that the fact that the fender is shortened, so it makes the exhaust look pretty long. But that's something I'm going to try to fix here in the next couple days. Just the joys of the Rockform magnet. So one of the things I've always enjoyed about the bikes that Polaris produces, being it Victory or Indian, is that they make them pretty awesome right out of the box. There's not a lot you'd have to do to customize it to be happy with it. Throw a set of pipes on it, I'd be happy. I would say that this particular bike is great for short trips, small adventures. I'm not going to be riding this bike to Sturgis. If I was going to do something like that, I would grab my Victory Magnum or an Indian Chieftain. I guess a bunch of people hike up here, but I don't want to hike, I want to ride. I'm not familiar with this road, so I'm going to take it easy. Ooh, look at that lean angle. Oh, spoke too soon. I hope this is totally worth it. Oh, shit. Oh no. So I don't know what it is, but I love that you can just hit the start button once and the bike will start instead of holding it down. It's the little things make me happy. It's a nice Southern California sunset. So all in all, what is my opinion of this bike? I think it's a great platform. I think you can go a lot of different directions with it if you wanted to, but I think it's a great bike right out of the box. I toss some pipes on it, give it a throaty, muscly sound. I bet the thing's gonna sound bitchin'. I can't wait to get some pipes on it. But I love the fact that they brought back the controls, not quite mid controls, but they swept them back. It's a lot more comfortable. The bike does have a lot of lean angle, which is nice. It has a lot of good features. I like the way the headlight looks. I love the shortened fenders. I like the bobber style chunky tires that this thing's got on it. Yeah, like I said, maybe ditch the mirrors, put a little side mount or something, but all in all, the thing's got a really good look to it. Handles really well. We know it performs. And hey, it's an Indian. It's reliable. You can ride this thing wherever you want. We're gonna have some fun on this thing in Sturgis, so if you guys are coming out to Sturgis, be sure to come to the Indian Motorcycle booth on LaSalle. Come check us out. We're gonna be there doing the Indian Thrill Show. So stay tuned for my other videos, checking out the other bike and the progress that I'm making building that thing. I'm really stoked for that bike as well. But I appreciate all of you guys stopping by, checking out my videos, subscribing, liking, all that good stuff. I'm stoked to be part of Indian's brand. I'm stoked to be working alongside of them. Ever since I started riding motorcycles, I've always been a fan of what they do and what they had done. Ever since their vintage bikes to what they're doing now. I like these things, and Indian's a huge brand, company of their magnitude. I'm stoked to be working alongside of them. I thank Indian for allowing me to put my name next to theirs, and I thank you guys for tuning in and supporting me over all these years. So appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys on the next one.